Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the Penn State Basketball Dynasty. Today, Penn State will take on Florida, but first, let's get through the holiday season as we start here versus Notre Dame, a big-time overtime win versus Notre Dame, 93-92. Evan Vasquez of 21 points, 5 of 7 from deep. His best three-point shooting game of the year. A good victory for us. Now, a lot of you guys at least have come in the comments section and asked how, kind of the pace of this series, and they asked about the sim of the games and things like that. And this is kind of an inevitable part of this series. Like, we're going to get through games via sim, and this is for two reasons. I want to control the team and obviously play with the squad, but I can't play every game. A couple reasons. It's gonna lose interest if I just play every game. It's gonna take forever to get through one season, and I just don't have the time to do it. And two, I still want there to be a sim aspect of this. I want to develop guys, and if we get on a hot streak, we get on a hot streak. I don't necessarily have to control all that. Obviously, when it comes to the NCAA tournament, we're gonna be playing all those games and the crucial ones as well. But like for normal games that, just happen, we're just not going to be able to play those. And we're going to allow the CPU to kind of dictate the outcome as well. So that's why recruiting, developing players, injuries, all that stuff's going to matter. It all plays into the storyline of this series. So hope you guys enjoy the journey. Today we go up against Florida, a 9-3 team. The Nittany Lions are fighting to be at 500 right now. And we are just over a third of the season. And here we go. We are on the road at Billy Donovan Court. So let's get this game underway. Tyrone Jones wins the tip-off. Malachi Macklin is back in the starting lineup. We've tried a couple of lineups, but we're back to Shiro Takihara at the 1. Obviously, Malachi Macklin at the 4. Evan Vasquez at the 2. And Andy Skips at the 3 with Tyrone Jones obviously jumping. So here we go. Malachi Macklin inside, going right to him. And that one will be a foul on CJ Felder from the Gators. Macklin, I think I'm going to start going to early on in the game, getting him going offensively. That's going to be kind of the strategy as he hits both free throws. I think I need to get our role players involved early. I think that's a good way to get them warmed up. But here's a drive by Reeves, and he gets it to go. Shiro Takihara is very, very undersized compared to the opposing guards in the NCAA. That's been kind of problematic this year. 4-2 game. Here's Shiro getting to the lane. He misses that one. That one's going to be off, and here comes Fudge the other way. Bring it up, guarded by Andy Skips. Here's a lob pass. That's to Castleton. Now, Castleton was hurt for a lot of the year. He is their star player, at least overall-wise. As here's Shiro behind the back. Oh! Throws one down. Shiro makes Reeves just go to another planet and then throws it down tomahawk style. Doesn't cock it all the way back, but that was nasty. Man, I don't think Chris Lofton's going to want to jump on Shiro anymore. It's 4-7. A pretty good start to this game for both teams. Here's a drive by Vasquez. He draws the foul on Reeves. That's going to be his first. Now, Evan Vasquez actually leads the NCAA in assists per game at 5.8 right now. Another drive by Reeves. And we tried to draw the foul, but Andy Skips calls for his second personal. He's going to have to come out the game. Michel Beaufoy checks in. We go right to him. Michel with the mismatch. Michel is 6'10". He is a senior as well. So I definitely want to take advantage of his size advantage when he gets into the game, especially when he's at the 3. Pass inside. This one, a turnaround hook. That's going to be good. 16-8 start here for Penn State. For Florida, that is, over Penn State. Here is Beaufort going right at the basket. That's what I want to take advantage of. I mean, he is a mismatch nightmare. Shiro from the outside. That's in and out. And here comes Florida the other way. Defensive board. Looks like they're setting up the offense. And there's Malik Justice in the game guarding the point guard. Here's a pass inside, somehow wide open. And uh-oh, Penn State down by 10 early. Ben Layden in at center. I might have to get him out. Here's a drive to the basket. That's a good drive by Posey. And Martin Posey Jr. is a junior. He is a pretty good player, all-around guy. Doesn't do anything well, but he's not a guy that's going to have a weakness either. But here's a drive to the basket. That's a foul by Malachi Macklin. But here's some more defense. Here's Evan Vasquez with the steal. Here we go up the court. And here's the inexperience of Posey. For some reason, he goes to the wing for a mid-range jumper instead of cutting to the lane. That could have been an easy layup. Good thing Vasquez got the rebound and got fouled. 24-17 now into the midway through the second quarter. Here is Posey with the rebound after the block. I'm not sure who got a hand on that one, but here is Ben Layden in transition. Somehow gets blocked, and then Tyrone Jones gets the offensive board. He gets fouled. I think Ben Layden got fouled on that one, but no call. Pass inside now, and that's another bucket. In Florida, their offense is flowing so far, up by 10 with about a minute and a half to go. Here is Shiro getting to the basket, and it somehow cannot finish it. And then we foul in transition, and they're going to call the transition take foul, and Florida will go to the line. We actually got called for 2 of those in the first half. Florida up by 1. Here's a pass inside and another bucket. Florida has their biggest lead of the game of 13 right here. And now here we are, about a minute 11 to go here in the first half. Here is Jose Springer into the game, running a play, this time for Malik Justice. Open 3, and he knocks that one through. And now it is a 12-point game. Florida just keeps adding on to it. Here is Shiro getting the pick, trying to get all the way to the bucket. It's a lob pass, and Malachi Macklin can't handle it. I hate the alley-oop meter, by the way, in NBA 2K23. It is like one of the worst things. Why would they have an alley-oop meter? It just doesn't make sense. And we go into halftime down by 12. So here we go, starting out the second half now. See if we can make a second half comeback. Here's a 3 by Takihara. Another in-and-out shot by him. He has just been off today. Not really sure what's going on. So Evan Vasquez is going to have to handle the ball now. He gets to the basket. Good move, and he draws the foul. A very hard foul. Castleton with his 4th. He's going to have to be subbed out. So 38-36 now. Here's a jump shot from 2, and that is going to be Andy Skips with a free throw distance shot. Now 38-28. Good block by Tyrone Jones. That's what we want him in there for. Here in transition, Evan Vasquez. It's a mid-range 2. That's good. Now down to a single-digit lead. 38-30 now. Can Penn State come up with another stop here? Here's a pass to the wing, and that one's deflected, intercepted by Evan Vasquez. Pass up to Malachi. It's now a 6-point game. Let's see if Florida is going to give up this lead. Penn State with a couple of nice defensive possessions, and that's another block by Tyrone Jones. Here we go the other way. Shiro sets it up a little bit. Pass to the wing. It's Andy Skips high off the glass, and it's in. A 12-4 run. We're down by 4. We have come all the way back. And there's another block. Tyrone Jones, he's on fire on the inside. Shiro goes the other way. Evan Vasquez looking for the rock. He gets the pick from Jones. Vasquez all the way. It's a 2-point game. Penn State has stormed all the way back in this one. Shiro gets the pick from Michel Beaufoy. Pass back to Beaufoy. He's a good shooter. That's knocked down. And Penn State takes their first lead of the game. We move into the fourth quarter now. Here is Florida going to Chris Lofton, who's one of their best scorers on the season. That's good. 46-45. Florida grabs the lead back. Here's a drive by Reeves. We thought he was going to hand that one off. Instead, he drove to the basket. And now Florida is up by 3. Here's Vasquez getting the rock here. We're trying to give him the ball. He kind of draws the double team a little bit. Back to Posey, who draws the foul. Almost gets the and one. And he goes to the free throw line, knocking down both, 47-48. There's some good defense by Andy Skips. Here is Vasquez in transition, trying to draw the foul. He doesn't get it, but Tyrone Jones on the boards. He has had a monster second half, only 6 and 6, but he's got 5 blocks as well. Here's Lofton now, getting his man off the ground in the deep 2. That's a clutch shot right there at the end of the shot clock, 52-51. Florida up by 1 now. Here is Posey from 3. That one's in and out, but a rebound by Skips. He puts it up. And we're going back and forth here in the fourth quarter. Got to stick around for this one. 55-54. Here's a drive. Lofton, turn around. He misses. Takihara with the rebound. Can we extend this lead a little bit? Only up by 1. We have not had a lead bigger than 1 here in the second half. Here's a pass over to Vasquez, who's been on fire. Back to Takihara. 10 on the shot clock. Tyrone Jones comes up for the pick. Takihara fadeaway. No, he passes it inside. It gets to Jones, and it's a bucket. And at that point, it was a 3-point lead, but Florida answers right back. The final 2 minutes are here. Here we are working the offense into Andy Skips. Skips does get pushed away from the basket. Back to Michel Beaufoy. Back to Skips. It's a 3. That's not his game. But an offensive board by Jones. He doesn't go up with it, but does get the pass back. Puts it up, and he misses. Puts it up again. It's a block. A bad possession right there from Penn State. Jones had a bucket, and he just let it go. Here is Takihara now after a good defensive stop. Now a minute to go. We get a second chance. Pass inside to Jones. Jones throws it up at the basket. And they're going to call a foul on Reeves. He's going to foul out of the game. Jones will go to the free throw line. He's got 2 free throws and he misses the first. He's on fire at this point. 8 and 8. He's got to hit this one. That's good. And here we go, a 2-point lead. Final minute of the game. Here's Lofton. He gets blocked. The help defense that time by Andy Skips comes through. Takihara trying to get to the basket. He fades away a little bit and probably should have used a little bit of the shot clock right there. Here comes Florida the other way. Corner 3. That's off. Beaufoy closes out on the 3 using his 6'10" length. And Florida has to start to foul here. Under 30 seconds remaining in the game. They put Vasquez, our best shooter, on the line. He hits the first. And now Vasquez, could he make it 2 of 2? 4-point lead. It's good. Penn State comes all the way back in this one. And now here is Florida. They call a timeout 27 seconds ago. They draw it up from the clipboard. And here's a pass to the wing. Back over to a wide open Kugel who hits the 3. 1-point game here for Florida State. We inbound it, and Florida gets the steal. Vogel again. Florida has the 1-point lead now. A 5-point swing. Evan Vasquez. Oh, he may have had a lane all the way to the basket. Takihara open 3. He has just been off. He has the clutch badge. We thought he would make that 3. It was open as well. And we have to foul Florida. They go to the line. Chris Lofton, who leads their team in scoring. He hits both free throws. A 3-point game. We call a timeout here. Try to draw it up. We inbound here to Takihara. 7.5 seconds to go. Oh! Behind the back open 3. Takihara with the crossover of the century. His defender was simply lost. He knocks it down, and it's a tie ball game. 2.5 seconds to go. 63-63. Kugel to inbound, who hit the big 3 earlier. Gets it into Lofton. Lofton chucks it up. Oh, it's in and out. This one's going to overtime. What a game here. And here we go. 63-63 overtime versus the 9-3 Florida Gators. And here we go. Here's Takihara, who hit the big 3. Maybe that broke his slump here. Pass inside, pick and roll. That's good. Tyrone Jones with the fade right there, that little fade baby hook. But here is Florida on the next possession. Jones tried to take advantage of a errant pass, but missed the deflection. 65-65. They go right at Jones. That time he does get called for the foul. Only his third foul of the game. Jones does an excellent job of trying to block shots without fouling. A deep two missed by Takehara again. He's had a lot of open shots and he just hasn't fallen today. Here's a pass inside. It's Lofton again. They just keep going to Lofton, and somehow, I said Chris Lofton earlier, it's Kyle Lofton. I don't know why I was saying Chris Lofton. And now it's a 3-point game. Here's Takehara. Pick, pass inside. Jones, he draws the foul. Oh, almost a and one. 67-68. They try the lob pass inside. Okay, here we go in transition. Here's Takehara. He needs to make a move to get to the basket. Doesn't get there, though. Has to reset up. Takehara. Looks like he's just trying to take his man one-on-one, but he gets it to Vasquez. This is what we want here. It's a size mismatch. He goes off the glass, and he just blows that one. I don't know what happened right there. So here's Vasquez again. Open man. It's Malachi Macklin, and he can't hit the three. Now, Macklin has about 70, I believe, 8 3-point rating, but we allow the transition buckets, and we're back down by 3. 70-67. Here is Macklin again. He's got the smaller guy on him. He makes a late pass inside to Tyrone Jones. It's picked off, and Florida goes the other way. Here we go. We need a big defensive stop right here. Richard with the ball. They're trying to get it to Lofton. They get it to him. We try to go for the deflection, and Lofton inside. We knew they were going to try to get the ball to him. We tried to go for the steal. It didn't work. 67-72. Another deflection. Here goes Florida the other way. They slow it up a little bit. We have to foul. 72-67. And we go on to lose this game 73-67 off a couple of bad possessions there at the end. But Takehara missed a ton of shots. We'll look at the stats after this, but it was just too much to overcome. We just did not shoot well enough. We had a lot of good looks, and I thought we played a really good game. Obviously, Florida went up by like 12 in the first half, but we fought our way back. But Kyle Lofton had 26. Alex Fudge had 23. They both went 9 of 16. So this is before the normalizing minutes anyway. But you can just see, Evan Vasquez, he only went 2 of 6. Tyrone Jones, a good game, 4 of 9. He had 13 points, 9 rebounds, 6 blocks. Bo Ford came in. He was 3 of 4. But then here's the inefficiency. Shiro Takehara, 2 of 17. Everybody else shot the ball like really, really well, except Takehara, who went 2 of 17. We tried to break him out of that slump. It just didn't work. So we end up, getting through the next 5 games. And like I said, we're going to do this every episode. We're going to get through a good 5 games or so. We lose to Florida, we lose to UNC, we win versus UCLA, then we lose the next 3. So we have dropped 5 of the last 6 games. We need a big victory here versus Michigan. So we hop in here in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes to go, down by 3, and there is the man of the year, Hunter Dickinson, who is the front runner for player of the year right now in the NCAA. Here's a drive to the basket. That one's going to be a foul. So Evan Vasquez goes to the line, back to a 3-point game. We need a big stop right here. Malachi Macklin trying to stop Dickinson, but a high pick and roll. That's good. That's the thing. When they have a guy like a big man that can handle the ball like Dickinson, he drives. Whoa, that pick and roll went all the way to the top of the backboard. 75-80. Here is Malik Banks now, who's fresh off injury. He passes inside to Macklin, who gets it stripped away. And here goes Michigan the other way. In transition, a tough drive and a foul. And they will go to the free throw line here. 81-75. And we just do not recover. We end up hitting that layup right there. Macklin at the buzzer. 81-77. We just lose games here in this episode. We drop 6 of the last 7 now. And we're on a 4-game losing streak here at 6-13. Remember, in order to get into this play-in game, the play-in tournament, we have to be at that 10 seed at least, 7 through 10. And it looks like we could be on the outside looking in here in year 1. Hunter Dickinson, like I just highlighted, he is the front runner for the NCAA Player of the Year. Brandon Miller right on his toes. And Dylan Mitchell is their 5th. He is a pretty fun player to watch in real life as well. Well, we have about 10 games left. We have 11 games left, so we will see what happens. But look at our record. We are 0-9 away. Like, that is the big issue. We cannot win on the road right now. So hopefully we can rectify those road woes and really, you know, finish this season out strong. Hit subscribe, hit that like button, stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tinny. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side. This how we slide. This how we ride. Yeah, this how we ride.